Hi, my name's Virginia. This is my friend Sam. He's going to help me with this assignment. Hey, so you've been talking a lot about your financial goals because I know you just got out of college and you just got a new job, which is super exciting.
Woo.
Has your job been going well?
Yeah, it has.
Good.
I really like it.
Good. So today we're going to work through this tool. This is part of the Your Money, Your Tools financial toolkit. It has a lot of fun information in it. We'll probably work through some other tools later, but today we're going to do this. It's a goal setting tool. So first we're going to brainstorm some short-term and long-term goals, and then we're going to narrow that down to make a couple of those goals SMART, which stand for specific, measurable, able to be reached, relevant, and time-bound. And we'll go into that a little bit more when we get to it. And then we're going to pick one of those goals to break down and see realistically how we can make that happen for you. All right, so do you want to write it or do you want me to write?
Oh, you can write.
Okay. What are a couple of short-term goals that you want to do? So within the next 6 months or so.
Well, I did just get out of college, and in kind of that time period between college and a job, my wife and I burned through some savings. So I think we're trying to save about $1,000 in the next 6 months to try to kind of get our savings account back up to where it was.
Okay. What happened that you had to burn through your savings?
I wasn't employed and not getting money.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good excuse to use savings. Okay, so what's another short-term goal you might want to do in the next 6 months? This is just brainstorming. You don't have to.
I don't have to come up with anything on the spot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a point of brainstorming. But.
Okay. Well, there's a dent in the back of my car that I want to get fixed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's gonna cost about, I think they said about $200.
Get car dent thing fixed. Now you said that's about 200?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are some more long-term goals? This is anywhere from 6 months on. So it could be like a decade from now, or it could be in the next 5 years, or really within the next year.
Well, my wife and I were talking about, we have a friend who's moving to England, and we've been saving up our airline miles on our credit cards. So it seemed like it'd be a really good time to go overseas for a trip in the next 2 years. We did some kind of rough calculations, and we're going to save something in the ballpark of $2,400 to be able to go.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it'd be a lot more expensive
Yeah.
if we did it the old school way.
So that credit card, are y'all managing it okay?
Yeah, we pay it off every month, and we have thus far. So she's really good with money, so I kind of just follow her lead on it.
Well, good, because credit cards can get out of hand real quick, especially if you weren't working. So
yes.
Kudos to y'all for keeping that in check. What's another long-term goal that you want to work towards?
Well, I'm going to law school next year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get a large amount of student loan, probably to pay student loan debt, to try to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
So just long-term trying to save and manage money to be able to, when we come out of that, pay off our student loan debt and not be in a position where we're in financial trouble.
All right, so is it are you talking more like you want to save money like before and during law school, or do you want to focus more on the after law school and paying off that eventual debt?
Both, but at this time we're focusing on saving money before and during.
Hey, is there like a dollar amount you are thinking of, or just save money?
I mean, it is save money. Law school's going to cost about $70,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
God dang.
But maybe we're trying to maybe get the first year of student loans paid, so that'd be approximately $2,000, $3,000 in that range.
Okay. Cool. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next step. Now that we've kind of made that goal a little more specific, it's a good segue. So for one of those short-term goals and then one of those long-term goals, we're going to break it down and make it a little more specific. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, able to be reached, relevant, and time-bound. So for a little example, the save $1,000 in the next 6 months, that's specific, it's measurable, it's a specific dollar amount, money's usually to be measured. 6 months, that's a pretty long time. Both you and your wife are working, pretty pretty able to be reached. It's relevant and important to you because there are a lot of goals that you're saving for in the next few years, and it is time bound, 6 months.
Yes.
Nice. So let's have you make a SMART short-term goal. Do you want to use that one, or do you want to do the other one, the get the card in thing?
We'll do that one.
That one? Okay, so tell me, pretty much tell me in your own words what the SMART goal is to you. I know I just told you, but I want to hear you say it.
The specific goal or what SMART means?
Tell me that goal, save $1,000 in SMART terms.
Yeah, so we want to save $1,000 specifically. We think that we could reach it. We're both employed. It doesn't seem like it's too far-fetched of a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Just should be relatively easily obtained based on our current financial status.
Right.
And yeah, definitely within the next 6 months. That's kind of about what our savings that we ran through. So that seems like a reasonable time frame for us.
Okay, let's pick a specific date. So here's a calendar.
What's today?
For August 5th.
Okay.
Or fudge. Okay, so about 6 months now would be some point in February.
So February 5th.
February 5th, okay.
Is that a Tuesday?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Okay.
Now save $1,000 by Tuesday, February 5th.
I think she gets paid on like Thursday, so maybe we should move it to the 7th.
Okay, by February 7th.
There you go.
Okay, so what about your long-term goals?
Because the law school thing is kind of it's kind of non-specific right now. We don't really know exactly how much money we're going to save or how much money we're going to be able to save because we don't know what my employment status is going to be going to law school, how much I'm going to be able to work. Mm-hmm. Probably we should focus on the England trip because it's pretty specific.
Right.
And we have a really concrete plan on that.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
Or more of a concrete plan on that.
Okay, so the specific dollar amount that you're looking to save is about $2,400, right?
That is correct.
Okay. So while I'm writing this down, you look at the calendar and tell me an exact, gosh darn it, an exact date you want to save that $2,400 by.
Well, looking to go at the end of February in 2020. Mm-hmm. So, and I kind of would like to have it 30.
When do you have to buy the plane tickets by? Because that'll affect when you want to have that money saved by.
Yes. Well, I want to buy them 6 months out, but I don't have to book anything else.
Yeah, so. And you said you're going to use your airline miles to help you get there?
Yeah.
So that'll reduce the amount you have to spend on your tickets, probably.
Yeah, I don't think the tickets will be that expensive, so I could say save half 6 months before, something like that.
Okay. I'm not super good at math. What's half of 2,400?
1,200.
Okay.
And 6 months before is in August.
Okay. Save 2,400 for England trip. So if you want to do that by August what?
Save 1,200
okay.
By August. Let's say August 26th.
Of what year?
2019.
Sorry, my horse is harassing you.
He's okay.
All right, so this next part is an action plan. So we're going to use this to kind of put this into action and see how we can practically do it. Which goal do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on saving $1,000 by February 7th, or do you want to start working on your England trip?
Let's start working on the England trip.
Okay, sounds like a plan, Stan, but your name's Sam. All right, so this table, there are 5 slots. I don't think we necessarily need to fill all these out if you don't want to. So we need to figure out an action step, what resources you might need to get that done, a date that you want to have that done by, and then I can send this with you after our session so you have it, and when you have it completed, you can just check it off to help it keep it straight in your mind. Okay. And so I know that we already picked save 1,200 by August 26, 2019, or 1,200. So what's a smaller step? Like, what's a stepping stone that you think you could take to help you get to that goal?
As in, like, a smaller dollar amount, or something financially that I could do to spend less money and save more money?
Either.
Yeah, we've been talking about, like, what kind of what kind of expenses we might be able to cut back on. Mm-hmm. One of them would be kind of our entertainment budget. We tend to eat out a lot, so we've been thinking about like trying to cook at home more.
Okay.
And get our kitchen stocked and try to save money, a little bit of money that way.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So, cook at home more.
Yes.
So, like you said just a minute ago, some of the resources you need are ingredients, recipes, gas to get to the grocery store. What are some other resources you think you might need to get that done?
I tend to get my recipes from the internet.
So internet access?
Internet access might be a good one because we live in the future.
I spelled gas wrong. I promise I went to college. All right, so what date do you want to be more kitchen prepared by? It doesn't have to be a specific date. You can just say like a month or...
In a month is a good...
In a month?
I was going to say in a month.
So...
The what? It's the 5th?
September 5th, yeah.
Say September 5th, we're more kitchen prepared.
Okay. Okay, so what's another action step you might want to take to get to that goal?
Well, an obvious one would be to save half of the $1,200 within the next 6 months.
Okay.
Save $600 in 6 months.
Okay.
But specifically for the trip.
Okay.
By February.
Okay. My degrees are in social sciences,
yes.
not math. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
February of 2019. All right, what are some resources you might need to get that done?
A job.
Hey, well, good. You already have a job.
I've got one of those, so I'm in good shape.
I know that you and your wife have a credit card account. Do y'all have any other banking accounts, like a savings account or a checking account?
We have a savings and a checking account as well.
Awesome. You are more money-wise than most college kids.
My wife makes sure of that. Otherwise, I'd probably just be keeping $100 bills under my mattress.
That's not very safe. Okay, so what's the date? You said 6 months from now? Okay, yeah, you already answered that. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do at least one more action step before we move on.
Okay. You have any ideas?
This is all about you.
This is about me?
It's about you.
Okay.
I mean, you have a super short term and then a shorter short term, so maybe we should shoot for a medium term. Yeah, medium to a longer term one.
What would be an example of like a longer term?
Well, I mean, you're going to be going to England. It's a different climate. You might have to purchase some things, so maybe look at what you might need to buy for the trip in addition to your plane tickets.
Like try to get some of that stuff bought.
Yeah, try to get some of the stuff figured
so
out.
It mitigates the...
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say buy necessary clothing and travel toiletries. Basically, what goes in our suitcase that we don't already have, or luggage if we need it.
Okay.
In the next 10 months.
Okay.
Because we already said a year for the other one.
I feel like May or
May.
May of 2019.
By May of 2019.
Okay. What do you need in order to get that done, resource-wise?
Again, internet access. We do most of our shopping online. We'd probably need to consult like a farmer's almanac or something to see what the weather is going to be like in England in February. I know it's really cold. We would probably, I don't know what resource it would be to take a look in my closet and see what luggage I have, but take inventory.
Okay. If I need to rewrite this for you before we leave, I will. I kind of have chicken scratch right now because I'm trying to write quick. Okay, so our last step is figuring out a weekly target.
Let's make it count.
Okay, so this last step is figuring out your weekly target. So either for one of your short-term or your long-term goals, we can kind of figure out breaking down. I know we've talked a lot about by this date for the England trip, we want to have this amount. By this date, we want to have this amount. So we can put that into a shorter-term, more accessible goal. Okay. So for example, that I have here is I will save $50 within 6 months to start an emergency savings fund. The amount needed is $50. The number of weeks is 24. And so your weekly amount would be about $2 a week.
Okay.
Right. So do you want to focus on one of your short-term or one of your long-term? We can even do like one of your sub short-term goals for England for the short for.
Okay, let's do a sub short-term. Let's do that's the by August 2019 save $1,200.
All right.
I mean, technically that's a year, so I don't know if that's a short or a long.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's technically long-term, but whatever.
Okay.
All right. So amount needed, $1,200. It's not quite a year from now. It's about how many months? That's 10 months.
Exactly a year.
Exactly from August.
It's August 2018. So
I'm
a year
sorry.
from now it'd be August 2019.
I promise I did go to school.
It's okay.
I can show you my license. Okay, so that's 52 weeks. So 1,200 divided by 52. It is $23.88.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's super. That's a lot. Yeah, it breaks it down a lot. You know, it's pretty achievable.
Yeah.
You probably spend $20 on like alcohol a week or coffee.
I would say coffee would be a much. I would never spend any money on alcohol.
Okay. Nice. So we have went through this. We've figured out some short-term, long-term goals, and figured out a specific measurable goal for long-term, broken it down even more, and then made a super achievable weekly target. Do you have any questions about what we did today?
I think I got it pretty much covered.
Okay, good. Well, you can have this. I don't need it.
Okay.
And if you ever want to do this again, I can provide you with some blank copies.
Awesome. Thank you.
You are very welcome.